Welcome back to another show and tell video. Today we're looking at a road sign, but we're actually looking at an example of a retroreflector or an example of retroreflectivity. So a lot of syllables there, but basically a reflector obviously reflects images, light, uh, wavelengths, um, etc., that don't pass through a given object. A retroreflector reflects light directly back at the light source. So if a light source was indirectly lighting the sign, a viewer would not see the full reflective effect of that light, if that makes sense. And we'll try to demonstrate that in a little bit. But in the past, retroreflectors would have a very thin layer of glass beads, and it would be the glass beads that would reflect the light back at the light source. More modern retroreflective materials actually use a type of sheet in which prismatic elements are embedded in the layer of the sheet, and then other protective layers or images can be then applied on top of that, such as this road sign here. Now, other road signs that display a lot of color and then have bright lettering on them, that would be this material here, typically. This, on the other hand, is kind of an inverse image where the sign itself is the reflector, and then the text and images are actually non-reflective. So it's kind of a reversal of the usage of the contrast between the reflective material and the more matte material in comparison. So, this being just a typical road sign, you need to look really closely. You can see there the pattern that is embedded in the sheet. This one actually had a blemish during manufacture, which is kind of interesting. But you can sort of see the effect already playing around with the light. So if I go ahead and turn off this main light and introduce a flashlight as an indirect light source, so you can see here, if we put the flashlight directly in front, you can see how much more intense we can see the pattern on the sign. But if I were to direct the light off towards an angle that way, you can see we have less of a reflective effect. But as I bring the light back towards the sign, if you ignore this glare right here, you can definitely see in this area and this area here how much brighter the pattern is. So what I thought would be interesting if we take a look at this with ultraviolet light. And you can see here we're getting a reaction from the reflective material, and it's reflecting back kind of a orange crimson color. And you can sort of see that reflective pattern, but it's nowhere near as visible as the visible light spectrum would be. This being ultraviolet light, we're just seeing artifacts that are being reflected back in the visible light spectrum. But you can also see that the image, which is actually black, appears bright here also, which is kind of interesting versus what it looks like in real light. So Taking a quick look, an example of retroreflective material. Just for reference, this is an old PT belt with reflective material as well, but this one has you can see that material right there, showing that kind of shimmering effect, but this is also encased with another layer for that bright yellow effect as well. This has been another show and tell video. Feel free to check out other show and tell videos on vintage milsurp tools and expanded topics. We also do unboxing videos as well as a selection of book review media reviews and a series called Curios for the Curious, videos on more artsy type objects. Feel free to check all those out. Feel free to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you next time.